Hello, my people, and good morning. It's love in the here. It's Valentine's Day. My name is Kate. Today, I to the end to the G, the King himself, and I'm welcoming you powerfully into a fulfilled and prosperous week. Thank you very much for always subscribing, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so you can be notified anytime we post new content. All right, we've been updating you about the Asus. Contemplating whether to strike, to go on a strike or not. So this one is coming in now this morning. ASU declares 1 month warning strike. They tagged these as a warning strike. Members of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, that's ASU, they have voted to embark on a 1 month warning strike to press home their demands from the federal government. If you can still remember, I said something like they called the federal government an unfaithful spouse. So, okay, the funny thing about this gist is that, okay, they decided powerfully to charge or to allege the federal government with the offense of infidelity. Infidelity. The union had been deliberating on whether to embark on a fresh strike or not at its National Executive Council meeting, which was held at the University of Lagos. If you don't forget, they've been having the meetings since Saturday, you know, and they were like, okay, well, some of us should just let's vote. Should we go for it? Should we not? But I think now, at the outcome of the meeting this morning, the union had earlier said its resolution on the strike action will be announced at the end of its 2 day meeting, which started on Saturday, February 12th, 2022. I said it. So at the end of the meeting in the early hours of Monday, so that was, this is just coming in today. So they just made the declaration today, February 14th, 2022. The Valentine's Day. Let me even ask, are you spending your val, like, is it with babe, with boo, or just alone? Single like us. All right, so let's just continue. The union announced another round of industrial action to warn the government to do the needful. So, a member of the union who spoke out said, "We just want to give the government a long rope, hoping that it will see the need to avoid a total paralysis of academic activities in the nation's universities. We are parents too and have our children in the system, but we cannot watch and allow the total collapse of education in the country, which is bothering me as a person. Hmm? It is really bothering me as a person. Like it's just as if the federal government, where has been accused of unfaithfulness, it is not done. I can remember during the Jonathan regime, I was in school then. That was around 2014, 2015. A strike in Sudan. Oh my God, it was one of the bloodiest ASU strike. We spent more than 7 months at home, and then you need to just have been able to to be to know what was going on then. Every day, okay, ASU is meeting with the government, with the federal government. Okay, tomorrow, ASU is meeting with the president himself. Okay, until it was just in fact a lot of things. And then I can remember that. Let me just make you laugh. When we resumed back to our hostels, yeah, I happened to graduate from the very, very, very best university. Now about one university, that's where you. So when we go back to our upstairs, a friend of mine, yeah, he had a yam, a tuber of yam. The yam grew like tentacles everywhere in the room. A lot of bushy. I don't. This is a time we really need to see education as a priority, but it's not just done. I don't believe it's done like this. The man continued. One of the members who spoke out, he said, "Agitation is in the interest of all. And if the system is made better, we will all enjoy it. Prominent personalities in the country have waded into the matter, but the government seems recalcitrant, and that is where I'm having issues. That is where I'm having issues. Education has been bastardized. Yes, the educational sector itself in Nigeria, it has been bastardized, and okay, when they talked, when one of the spokesperson for us, I think the Unilag, that's the University of Lagos branch, one of the spokesperson, he said something last week. He said they had a meeting with the president, and the president instructed that the Minister of Education, who is in charge of education, and that he should do something. They should do something about it. But I believe no steps have been taken, which is actually detrimental to the future of our students. That is just it. The man now said our national president will explain more when he briefs the press later today. So they will be sitting before the press this, I believe, today. So it's going to be a very tough one, very tough one, because I believe after going on 1 month strike, well, they call this a warning strike. Said a warning strike. Well, let's believe it's a warning strike, and then they will just call themselves back or suspend the strike, because it's you need to see the way people were anxious, parents, students. No, anxiety developed. It enveloped students and parents and university staff, everybody. Like, what's going to go? What's going to happen? So our correspondent made us to know that they had a vote. They had a vote. Like, okay, let's vote. If you are against the strike, say nay. If you are for the strike, say yeah. But I believe majority carried the vote, and it's quite a disheartening thing. But I wouldn't blame Asu. Okay, please, if you have one or two comments, just help us drop it in the comment section, and please be very mindful. Don't use verbal words or vulgar words or abusive words. Just drop your comment and let us know what you feel. Do you feel the federal government is being justified, or what they are doing is right? Or do you think ASU is taking it like to our next, like, do you think ASU is treading more than they can walk, or chew more than they can swallow? What do you feel? Do you know latest action is aimed at forcing the government to sign the renegotiated FGN ASU 2009 agreement, payment of the balance of and academic allowances, deployment of university transparency and accountability solution, UTAS, that's UTAS, payment of lecturers on sabbatical, as well as the proliferation of universities by state governments. Well, I believe something will be done. Recall that is stopped by the lecturers' threat. President Muhammadu Buhari had last week during the meeting with the delegation of Nigeria Inter-Religious Council, that's NIREC, NIREC, led by the Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Saad Abubakar III, and the president of the Christian Association of Nigeria, that's Reverend Samson Ayokunle, begged the union not to yield to its strike threat. But, well, the president at the meeting then had assured the religious leaders that his administration was committed to respecting promises it entered with the union. His plea was immediately dismissed by the ASU president, Professor Emmanuel Osodeke, who said the union would not succumb to the president's antics, saying, because we have had him so many times and nothing happened, there will be no going back on industrial action except when we start seeing something concretely done. So we are still expecting more news from the ASU president, that's Professor Emmanuel Sodeke. But as for now, said ASU has gone and then a 1 month warning strike. Well, I believe the 1 month strike will not turn to an indefinite strike. Thank you very much to your boy K to the I to the N to the G, the king himself. How you enjoying your VAR? Don't forget to be guided though. Don't forget to guard your heart diligently. Thank you very much and God bless you. Have a prosperous